Hello and welcome to my studio tour. I've mentioned this before, but first of all, I want to say that I split this room with my sister, so it's half my art studio and half her gaming setup, I guess. I don't know. I'll just start with her side and then I'll end with my side because I'm assuming that's what you're here for. But before we get into it, here on the screen I'll show you a picture of what this room looked like before. It was actually packed with like a bunch of old junk, so it took us like I think about 2 summers just cleaning it out and sorting through all the things, and finally a few weeks ago it was all cleaned out and this is what it looked like. And so the first thing we did was get the flooring done. We had a carpenter, oh my gosh, excuse the ink. We had a carpenter come over and then we had the floor done and the walls and the trim. Okay, and wait, here's our, and then we had an electrician come over and install the heater and the light, and we actually have a dimmer for the light. Wait. You can't see a big difference right now because it's light outside, but it's actually a really bright light and I like it, but that's not what you're here for. Okay, first off, this is my sister's setup. Her computer and the background that she made herself. It's of Saber from Fate Zero, and it plays the Unravel opening, which is kind of cool. So yeah, here's her setup. Her little froggy dude and her chair, and then this part you can actually it doesn't have to stick out at all, and you can pull it out and then boom, you can put snacks and a drink and everything here. And we have a little light here for absolutely no reason, and then a few of my sister's posters are hanging here. She wants to decorate some more, but her posters haven't arrived in the mail yet, and we're not completely done decorating, just so that's out there. And then wait, it's my sister's bookshelf and little bookcase. First she has her Switch box up there, some pop figures. Here we have the Umbrella Academy magazine or something, I guess. 2 little Overwatch thingies. Ouch. And some of her manga. A Final Fantasy book. Sword Art Online Progressive, I guess. 2 Black Butler volumes, Demon Slayer, and a little bit of Zelda. And then this, I believe, is a light. Yeah. And then some other things to decorate. And then she has her Sherlock Bible. And some more pop figures and even more. And then she put some old school games in here, like from the Xbox 360 and our PlayStation 2. Here's my beloved Kingdom Hearts game. And these are light here. Okay, and here is her little nerd bookcase that it's hers, but we split what's in there. So I have my manga on display here, her manga's in there, and then I'm the one with the big manga collection. First, she has her Overwatch pop figures up there. And then her Yuri on Ice pop figures to complement my Yuri on Ice notebook that I forgot I even owned. Wait, let's just open this. Here we have some of my favorite manga. The first volume of Yona the Dawn, some of The Promised Neverland, and then Orange. Orange is really good. I recommend that. And then little All Might, a little Christmas tree decoration, and then this is kind of funny. It says Armin Arlert. His name is Armin Arlert. So yeah. My Hero Academia collection, where actually me and my sister were gonna start splitting it, so she'll buy some manga, I'll buy some, and it's our little collection. And then these 2 right here, our manga, I think pretty much all of it is bought from a store called Outland, I think is what it's called at least. It's the only store I know of that sells manga anywhere nearby, even though it's 2 hours away. And you get this little card, and then you get a stamp every time you buy a manga. And then after you've bought so and so many, you get a free book. I chose ReZero one time because I was kind of panicked and just kind of took something. And then another time I was like, you know what, I'll just take the biggest book I find, and that was I Am a Hero. So this is the only one I haven't read. I started on ReZero, but there's gore in it. I saw organs and I was like, no, I've seen the whole anime anyway. I think I'd rather read the light novel. But oh yeah, I've read everything here, by the way. I have a little bit of Pandora Hearts, the majority of Deadman Wonderland. I have the entire Tokyo Ghoul collection, and then I started collecting Tokyo Ghoul Re. These were the first manga I ever started collecting and that I ever read. Mostly because they're really beautiful books. Wait. They're just gorgeous. So yeah, I've read all these books. I just haven't finished the Tokyo Ghoul Re books because I don't have them all. And at the bottom, I have a little Levi and Aaron pillow that I bought. I don't want to use it because I think it's better to use those things as decoration. So yeah, little Aaron and Levi. Okay, let's go to my side. I'm gonna save the desk for last. So actually first, here's my wall, my naked wall. I don't really have much here at the moment, but I decorated with a few of my favorite drawings. I'll probably add more here, but for now, this is what keeps my naked wall not naked. So here are some of my favorites. Here's Yona and Huck, Ariel. Yona, that's actually my absolute favorite drawing. I love little owl on her shoulder. Rosalina, I think her name is Flame? I think so. Nezuko, Peach, and Cruel. Oh, and over my desk I have two little paintings. I don't know where to put my paintings anymore, so I just kind of hung them up in here. And in the corner I have some like really old paintings from like 2016, 2015, before I even like really started drawing. So, you know, I don't like those paintings. I might as well just paint over them and use them as new canvases. So that's the plan. And then there's my bookcase with some of my art supplies. At the very top, here are my 3 folders that have all my drawings, minus the ones that I have lost, sold, thrown away, or given away. So I actually have a lot more drawings. That's also not counting all the sketchbooks and digital art and like all the paintings, everything I've ever made. These are just like the ones that were worthy of keeping, I guess. I don't know. A little like makeup brush holder thing. I thought maybe I could use it for like my paintbrushes or something. That's also something for makeup, but I was like, you know what, maybe I could put something in there, and then I just put some glue sticks in there just in case I need them. And then actually right here, that's like, yeah, that's what I use to hang up my babies. And then we have my paintbrushes. I keep the smaller ones in here and then the bigger ones in there. Don't ask about the toothbrush. That's good for making little flickers of paint. So here are like mainly like watercolor brushes and stuff. Yeah, watercolor brushes. And then the ones aimed more towards like acrylic and stuff. And then I have 3 art books. I got this one for either Christmas or my birthday one year. Then I have Mastering Manga with the more acrylic, and then my favorite one is this one. Yeah, it's a lot about like coloring and stuff, especially with like watercolors and markers. And here, some more painting supplies. Here's my little palettes. And then I keep little sponges because that can be useful. This one has already been used, I see. And then I finally got a way to display all my pencils. So yeah, I got quite a bit of them. It's at least over 150. So they're mainly Prismacolor pencils. I mean, they're all Prismacolor pencils except for like 3. Wait, which one is it? Like here, I bought 3, what are they called? Polychromos, I guess, pencils. One there, and then I have 1 green and 1 blue, I think. So yeah, a little bit of decoration to my tiny little plant, fake plant. The first acrylic paint I ever got, I've lost the packaging, but it's from Tom Doodle. So yeah, I've also used up the white in both. So one was my sister's, but she doesn't really paint, so I just kind of took it. And then here's all the oil paint I own. I don't really like, I mean, there are both pros and cons with oil painting. I just don't like it because it takes like forever for it to dry. It just takes way too long. And it's a pain to clean up because you can't just use water. You gotta use different supplies, and I don't have the energy too. But yeah, I actually have 2 of these because I bought one for myself then I lost it, and then I got one for Christmas, I believe, from one of my friends. So, yeah. I've only ever painted with them once. Should probably try that again. Then here's a basket with all my acrylic paint. They're all pretty much from these two brands, I guess, because that's all that my town offers. Then every now and then when I'm in the city, I've bought Søsteren Grenes paint. Not very much, but a little bit. And then I have a little bit of this. And by a little bit, I mean two. These two. So yeah, I don't own that much, like, I don't have that big of a variety of different brands of paint, but I don't know. I think these work good enough. And here I have some canvases. I have some big boys down here, and there are a few that I've painted on, but I figure that a few of them I can just paint over. And then there's some that I have to finish. Like, I completely forgot that I started on Uno Gossai. Here's a big eraser. Didn't know where to put it, so I just put it here. My Prismacolor pencil sharpener is the one that works the best, in my opinion at least. Here's some pencils. On here I have like a graphite or like sketching set, I guess. Wait. I haven't really used it much. Mainly because I forgot I even owned it, but yeah, maybe I should use it again. And I have some watercolor pencils. I've barely used them. And then here is my Prismacolor collection. They're all empty now because I put them up here, but they used to be down here, and I didn't want to use them because they were all in here and just too much of a pain to clean up every time, so I just took them out. So yeah. First Prismacolors I ever owned were these, and then I got Prismacolor Premieres, and then for Christmas one year I got the entire collection of 150 pencils. So yeah. Here I just have, I don't know where to put this, but when my friends and I had the art display, I made some tiny prints. So here are the leftovers. If anyone wants them, just contact me. I can't remember how much I take for them, but yeah, I'm willing to give them away. I don't need them. And then like tiny not printer, but like photo paper. And then back here, I have a Copic airbrush, I think. And then this is to clean Copic markers with mine look like a mess. I have to show you guys afterwards. And then I'm not quite sure what this is, to be honest. It says activator. I don't know if it's for stamps or something. I don't know. And a little decoration at the bottom here. This is the light box that I use. The light box that I use. And then, yeah, here's the little, yeah. It's from Copic, I believe. And I have my huge, like drawing pads down here. I have one with Canson. I think they're A5. A3, sorry, A5 is smaller. And then just a random one down here. This paper is really good though. And then some sketchbooks that I either don't use or that I have previously used. Here are all my Copic sketchbooks down here. I think I have 7 of them. So yeah, I should maybe do a sketchbook tour. Then I have one with just regular paper. It was kind of bad paper, to be honest. And then this, it says number 3, so I'm gonna assume I have 2 others laying around. And then these were the first sketchbooks I ever owned. I think I have 6 of them. Yeah, I have 6. I don't know where the first 3 are, but yeah. And then I just have some random ones here that I've barely used. But yeah, that's my bookcase. Let's go over to the desk now. Here, this is what I use to film my videos. This little stand right here. This tripod. Don't know how I feel about it. I've never really tried a different one, so I don't know. It gets the job done. This is a painting that I'm painting for my mom. Please don't look at it. It's far from finished. I've only put down 1 layer, so it needs like 20 more. And I have this little decoration here because why not? Some pens right here. A little plant, fake one again. And some random thingies like some like gel pens, I guess, and some pencils, sketching pencils. And this is actually an eraser, so that's pretty cool. I have lights back here too, but they need batteries. And then here's I have like a teeny tiny pencil case with my absolute favorites. And then I have like I have a bigger pencil case that I bring to school. But yeah, here's all this, my go-to supplies. Maybe I should make a video on that. This is the best multi-liner in my opinion. In my opinion, this is the best multi-liner ever. I use that for every drawing. Then some Copic markers that are just spread out. That is a commission. You guys don't have to see that. Actually, let's just do this. Oh shit. Some markers. Here's my Copic marker collection. I have a few more I didn't have room for in here. And then beneath these, I have some chows. But yeah, if you look at my markers, they desperately need to be cleaned. So yeah, here are my babies. They're my Copic markers. Here I have some other markers. I keep them up on my desk in hopes of using them. I have a few brush markers, like very few brush markers, but the majority are pro markers. And then I have some Spectrum, what are these? Yeah, Illustrator by Spectrum Noir markers. They have a brush nib, so that was kind of cool. And then some Chameleon markers at the bottom. Not a big fan of those, so I probably won't use them. And in the window I have some more decorations. And then here's my big light, but luckily with the light that I have in my room, my studio, this light, I don't really need the other light because it's actually bright enough for once. So let's look down in my drawers. At the top one, or in the top one, I have my little paper cutter trimmer thing. And in my next one, in the back here, I have some gel pens at the bottom. Oh, and some, I think they're Spica, like, glitter pens. Not that I've ever really used either of them. Here are my mild liners. They're empty, or not empty. Some are missing because I'm currently using them for my bullet journal, so they're upstairs. Here's my oil pastels. I've pretty much never used them. And my metal clip binders, or whatever they're called. I have 2 little packs of pencils. I actually really like both of them. These are actually really good. And then some, oh my god, I can't remember what they're called. Washi tape. Then here's some more of them. And then some regular tape. And then in my next one, in this I have my watercolor markers, like the Ecoline ones and then the Koi ones. At least the Koi ones I really like. I mean, these are really good when you use them for actually drawing. Oh, I have a mild liner in there. I picked it up. But I like to use these Koi ones for like my bullet journal and stuff because they're not as wet as these, so it doesn't destroy the paper. But yeah, I like those. Wait. Here is my Himi Mia gouache set. Really like that. And then here are my only watercolors. I think I have, yeah, Koh-i-Noor, I guess, is the brand at the bottom. Those are good. And then Van Gogh watercolors. Then here I have this. I think it's for cleaning like your brushes and stuff after using oil paint, because you can't use water to clean oil paints or something. I don't know. I needed that at least. And then to like thin out the paint, I believe. I'm not sure. And then here I have acrylic varnish. So I use this to varnish my paintings. And then here I have some little random inks. These 3 are black. This is so tiny. I think this is the one I normally use. Indian ink. And here I got some more. And this is drawing gum. So you basically put it down on your paper and you can paint over it, at least with watercolors. And then use like an eraser to like scrub off the little gummy area. And then boom, it's been safe from the paint. Not that I ever really used it. And then I have some opaque white ink from Copic. In this drawer I have some of my refills. My Copic refills. Here's all of my own. And that case is for my future ones. And here, wait. I have some random like pens and stuff. Not really worth going through, I don't really use them. Then I have some gray Copic multi-liners. And then I don't know, some of these. So I'm gonna use them. And then in here, let's see if I can open it. In here, I just have some random markers, mostly like touch markers, but you know, they're not my favorite markers, so that's why I keep them in here. And then in my very last drawer, it's just paper. This was my bullet journal for last year. Actually, no, it was, for the first half of this year. I actually painted the cover of it. I should have varnished it though, but whatever. A little like journal I don't really use. And then, oh yeah, this was my sketchbook. Actually, I have a sketchbook tour for this book on my channel somewhere. And then another, oh, here are the tiny sketchbooks. Here's one for pencils. Oh, here are two more actually. Tiny ones. This is actually black paper in the back. And then here, this is actually what I put my, when I ship off commissions and stuff, this is what I put them in. But for now, I just keep them, I just put other drawings in there to keep them safe. Like, especially like my digital prints, I just usually put them in here so they're safe. And this is my absolute favorite paper. I really recommend it for markers. Some more marker paper and some more marker paper. This is my watercolor paper, Canson. It's really good. Mixed media paper, and then finally some color or some pencil paper. Oh. So yeah, I think I found out that I own 24 sketchbooks. A bit too many, but that's okay. At least I have one for every occasion. So yeah, let me just put this back in. Ow. But yeah, this was the studio tour. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I don't really have anything else to say about it. Yeah, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next Sunday. And I forgot to show off my chair. Here's my little desk chair. Yeah.